It is update day for Call of Duty Warzone and MW3, even though playlist updates go live on Thursday now. But we got some noteworthy changes for both COD titles with timestamps below if you are more interested in one over the other. For Modern Warfare 3, there were a bunch of bug fixes, like every update, but here are the most important ones that you need to know. If you are still working on the camo challenge for the Ram 7, it just got a bit easier as they adjusted the Forge challenge where you only need to get elims while sliding versus sliding and ADSing like before. There are some changes to the new modes of Horde Point and Team Gun Game as well, and then some weapon tuning. The Striker 9 had a bunch of changes, but overall, a buff to its damage range, and reworked the recoil pattern as they are now more predictable, so easier to control. The Taq Evolvere had several buffs and nerfs, mostly to the ammo type that you use. Using 7.62, you're going to shoot slower, but you're going to hit harder and you got better range. And then the 5.56 is the opposite. You're going to shoot faster, hit weaker, and less range. For MP, ammo type is going to definitely be a factor for sure, but the weapon overall did get a movement speed buff, so it'll be lighter to move around with it. Last couple of changes, the longbow with a conversion kit saw a handful of buffs. The WSP Stinger also saw noticeable buffs, as well as the no stock attachment getting rid of the hipfire crosshair sway to make it easier to hit your shots. For MP ranked, sub-base hardpoint has been temporarily removed from the mode, and all snipers have now been restricted, so cannot be used. Couple of quick updates for zombies. The PhD flopper perk seems to be fixed, and a cap was added to the amount of sentry guns you are able to place as a player to 3 max to help with server stability and crashing issues. But that's the biggest updates for MW3. Let's move over to Warzone. There were some quality of life changes for armor and ammo stowing and picking up to make it easier to stock up on plates and extra ammunition and maneuver the whole backpack situation. Gas stations will not show up on the TAC map or the mini map when you are in a vehicle, so a decent update there. Then lastly, similar weapon changes that were covered in the MW3 portion of the video. The Striker 9 got buffs to its hipfire spread and overall recoil control, as the recoil pattern has been reworked to make it more vertical, which is arguably easier to control than horizontal. The Taq Evolvere saw changes mostly around the ammo type that is being used, other than the overall movement buff. If you use 7.62 ammo, you're gonna shoot slower than before. For the 5.56 ammo though, even more of a movement buff, a buff to the hipfire spread, the aim down sight time, and ADS movement speed, and you're gonna be shooting way faster. Last couple of changes, a buff to the longbow specifically with the conversion kit. The WSP Stinger saw a buff, and the same change to the no stock attachment that the hipfire crosshair sways have been removed. For Resurgence rank, there were some bug fixes around SR gain and loss and how it would look visually, but COD updates on Twitter also came out and said that they're investigating an issue around that since the update went live, so maybe worth holding off on ranked until we hear more. When there is an update, I'll throw it down in the description, but other than that, we saw some bug fixes go out with this update, like fixed an issue that caused geography and buildings to appear where there shouldn't. Saw this a couple of times on Fortune's Keep, but mostly on Ashika. They also fixed an issue where you could remain in the gas indefinitely if you were using Irradiated and Quick Fix. If you didn't see late last week, if you ran those two perks and had a stash of plates, anytime you would plate in the gas, your health would regen to full, and Irradiated helps you putting on plates and moving faster in the gas, so you can just book it away from the circle and cheese a win if you wanted to. But that looks to be fixed. Some definite noteworthy changes, but that about wraps it up for the video. If you learned something new, or you're a fan of my doggo shirt, let me know by hitting that like button. And if there's anything that I missed or something that COD needs to fix ASAP, let me know down in the comments. If you're a fan of these short info-based videos where I give you everything you need to know before you boot up without any extra fluff, subscribe to the channel as I got you covered with Call of Duty with Warzone, MW3, and Warzone Mobile as we get closer to that launch. Appreciate you hanging with me, but above all, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.